cheddar cheese doesn't belong on pizza. So the other day I was thinking, why is there never cheddar cheese on pizza? And so I looked it up, and apparently it has to do with the fat content. There's too much fat content in the cheddar cheese, and so by the time it gets to really high heat, especially 900-degree ovens, it's just gonna separate, and it's gonna be pretty nasty. It's gonna be really rubbery, really chewy. But remember, we cook at 500 degrees. We have cheddar, Parmesan, high moisture mozzarella. We're gonna put all three of these in the oven tonight and see what happens. And just as a reminder, do not buy pre-shredded cheese. They put things on there to prevent it from melting. However, depending how this video does, maybe I'll test that next. The worst of the worst cheeses. We're gonna put cheddar cheese, we're gonna put in Parmesan cheese, and then we're gonna go with some high moisture mozzarella. I'm pumped. I think this is gonna separate, this can turn hard as a rock, and this is gonna melt real nicely. It's gonna be still gooey, and I think it's gonna be really cool. I really don't know what else is gonna happen. I try to put an even amount of layer in terms of thickness of the cheddar cheese and the high moisture mozzarella, and there's 25 grams of each. On the Parmesan, there's only 12.5 grams. One, because I ran out, but two, really that no one's putting on the same amount of Parmesan cheese onto a pizza. However, let's say that if this video gets 200 likes, I will make a pizza that is purely Parmesan based. But 200 likes, once it gets that, I will start working on a Parmesan based pizza. It's gonna be disgusting, but I will work on it to try and make it taste good. All right, so I'm really excited to get this into the oven. Let's see what happens. All right, it's been about 45 seconds. Let's take a look. So you can see the high moisture mozzarella is not melting all that much, staying pretty gooey. The Parmesan, I put the thicker part in the back. It's a little bit softer, but you can see the cheddar cheese already starting to separate. So let's leave it in for another minute or two and see what happens. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. I think this is gonna be about where it needs to be. Oh yeah, look at that. The Parmesan is just crisped. And that cheese is not done on top yet. And look, I'm using the high moisture mozzarella as a baseline because I know what type of meltiness it should be at. It's still got a bit ways to go. In 3 minutes, let's take a look here. Because I want this to be somewhat edible, I'm gonna take it out. The high moisture mozzarella is